This is the House of Lords chamber. You may recognise it from the state opening of Parliament.
But ceremonies and robes are just a tiny part of the Lords. Most of the time, we are checking the detail and suggesting changes to proposed laws, known as bills, to make sure that they will work in practice. When we are not checking bills, we also raise issues and call on the government to take action through questions, debates and in committees.
My Lords, the data is devastating. 11-year-olds in the poorest areas of our country are twice as likely to become obese as those in the wealthiest, and that gap is growing.
I just wonder, why is it hard for the government to address digital exclusion and sort of the bigger picture, and why is it not a more prominent policy issue? Do they just regard it as too difficult? Is it just a social justice issue rather than making an economic case?
The House of Lords is independent from the House of Commons, and the membership is quite different.
Members come from a range of backgrounds, bringing their experience and expertise to their work here. In the Lords, we have doctors, scientists, soldiers, teachers, artists, entrepreneurs, and also people from the charity sector, such as myself. This is another unique feature of the House of Lords. Members with ongoing experience outside of politics get a chance to improve our laws and challenge the government in areas they understand.
We must make sure that primary healthcare works better for patients, as well as being a job that is once again enjoyed and valued by doctors.
There is no government majority in the House of Lords, and some members don't even belong to a political party. They're called crossbenchers, and I belong to this group. And we sit here, in between the government and the opposition benches.
Members also tend to work more collaboratively between parties in the Lords and have more freedom of thought. They don't necessarily vote according to the party line. When we are checking bills, we go through each bill line by line. Any member can suggest changes and every change is considered, which is different to the House of Commons. In the Lords, we scrutinise the fine details of a bill, but what happens when members disagree?
Contents will go to the right by the throne and the not contents to the left by the bar.
Members vote for changes by walking through corridors either side of the chamber in what's called a division lobby. Once we've made our changes, we then go back and forth with the Commons to agree a final version of the draft law. Many improvements to new laws originate from suggestions by members of the Lords. Sometimes this takes place behind the scenes through negotiations and discussions away from the chamber.
So there you have it. This is the second chamber of the UK Parliament, where we work many hours, sometimes late into the night, checking and challenging government, shaping and improving laws, raising concerns, pressing for action. That's the House of Lords.